Welcome back to another episode of the Two Alphas Talk. This time we want to talk about if you're a guy and want to take a class from a female, if you're a female and you want to take a class from a male instructor. And what are some of the things you need to look for? What are some of the things you need to understand?
One of the things that we always say is you have to vet your instructors. We have no problem if somebody wants to inquire prior to taking a course with us, what our backgrounds are, what did we do in order to become instructors, what are our experiences in life, yada, yada, yada. All those things. The same thing needs to be done whether you're taking a course with a male or a female. And one of the other things is that ladies, don't be overly concerned with taking a course and thinking that you're the only female in the class. For a professional instructor, has nothing to do with it. He wants someone that shows up that's willing and willing to learn, listen, and attempt. You don't have to get everything right when you're training, when you're learning something new. The instructor is going to show you. We will try to get people proficient before they leave, but sometimes you may have to do extra work. Everyone doesn't get it right off the top. You may have to put in some practice time. You have to put in live fire as well as dry fire. You have to do those things on your own. And then into the future, you'll get better. But you'll have a base of knowledge that you can either contact in the future, or you have something, the notes that you've taken at the class, that you can go out to the range and practice on your own.
And the same thing for guys who want to take a class from a female instructors. Just because, you know, they got a lot of good female instructors out there, and they're very knowledgeable on shooting. So don't let your ego take control of the whole situation. Go out there, humble yourself, take that class, seek up that knowledge, then move on from there. Her sex has nothing to do with what you're going to learn, especially when it comes to firearms and shooting. Now, you know, it depends what do you want to take. If you're taking a pistol class, there's tons of pistol females out there that shoot pistols, and the same with shotgun and rifle. There's tons of them out there to teach these courses, and you guys are just missing the golden opportunity to learn something at a very good price from somebody who's very knowledgeable in that field.
Mm-hmm. A lot of times when we look at videos and you hear people talk, you still have to vet them. You still have to vet them. You still have to understand what their background is. Still understand what do they do to continue their education to educate you. How do they progress themselves? A lot of times you see them when they shoot and you go, ooh. It doesn't mean that they're not knowledgeable enough to teach you. They have to be able to marry both of those together. They have to be a proficient shooter as well as be able to speak and to get those ideas across to anyone, not just the guy that comes in as rah-rah, but somebody that's still leery and not really understanding, do I really want to be here or not? Those are the ones that you have to reach down and try to make them feel comfortable and make them understand the process of firearms.
And you can also consider, do they have something that you want to learn from them? If they don't have anything, if they're teaching a course that you know you're already proficient at, don't take the course. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? You're just going to be bored, you're going to have an attitude, and you're going to be like, I wasted my money for this crap, and you're going to give them a bad review and all this stuff. It's just, you know, don't go down that road. You know, find something that will meet your skill level and is going to exceed your skill level in order to help you out.
Mm-hmm. And that goes across the board, whether it's a male or a female. There are a lot of guys out there that are promoting a certain style or system. Firearms are firearms. You need somebody that's going to give you competent instruction and someone that's willing to open up to you and tell you their experiences. And maybe into the future, you call them up and you say, hey, I'm having this type of problem. And they say, okay, try this. Those are the people that you want to deal with, not somebody that gives you, a 2-hour course, charges you X amount of dollars, and then once you're finished, you're done. They don't even talk to you. See them in the grocery store, and they kind of look away, or they give you a quick hi and they move on. Those are not the people that we've encountered as far as instructors. Are some of the most gracious people you can imagine in this world.
And they will give you that one-on-one on the range if it's an all-day course. Mm-hmm. They'll come to you, they'll critique you, they'll show you where you're going wrong and how to improve.
And not just a 15-minute segue neither.
Right. So it's
15 seconds. 15 seconds.
Yeah, 15 minutes is
Pretty good.
yeah, 15 seconds. So they will help you out and help you improve. Then you can. That's something that you can build off of, you know, and you can take back. Then you can give them an excellent review and maybe take another class from them in the future.
And the last point is look at the round count. One of the key or critical point of if you have an all-day course and it's 150 rounds, you got to try to balance that out. You're there for 8 hours out of the day and it's only 150 rounds. Kind of like, okay, what are we going to do for that? Is it a lot of talk? Is it a lot of processes? Or is it just we get out there and start shooting from the very beginning of the class?
Oh, if it's 150 rounds, you're going to make a bullet.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to shoot one bullet every hour. So.
Right. Exactly.
So, but yeah, you have to realize the round count. And a lot of these instructors, they do ask for more rounds than it is for the class.
Right.
So most of them ask for 1,500 rounds. You may go through 750 rounds.
Right.
Don't be a jerk and say, well, I didn't shoot all my rounds. So what?
Mm-hmm. They don't expire.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt you. But I know some instructors will make you shoot all those rounds and then some.
I know some instructors shoot all those rounds and then some.
Right.
So if you bring 1,500, you're shooting 1,499.
Yeah, you're going to shoot them.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to pick up the brass and try to shoot those too.
Exactly.
All right. But we just want to go over some things. Hit us up on wherever you guys see us. Ask us some questions that you want us to talk about, topics you want us to talk about. Also, go to the YouTube page and subscribe, and that's where we're posting all the videos. All right, and we'll see you on the range.
See you on the range, guys.
All right, come on.
All right, I'm going this way.
Yeah.